is Maria
Hey, and you have Joe here.
of Maria and Joe Live TV, and we will gonna be actually talking a lot of things. And I apologize that something really went really good this time. Don't you
We,
think?
we had a really good week. A lot of great things happening, and the topic we're going to mention today is a big one. So make sure you stay tuned and listen to what we have to talk about. But I hope you're all having a great February. We're almost into March.
Yeah. Oh my God, March Madness.
March Madness. So February's over. Valentine's is way behind you.
Yes.
So now it's time to get to more important things.
And I would like to ask you this.
Yeah.
So how's your New Year's resolution going so far?
Well, I'm going to tell you, my biggest New Year's resolution this year was to get more sleep.
Oh.
Because I'm often tired, I do a lot of driving, I'm working late at night, and my goal is to sleep more. That's not going very well.
Oh.
That's not going very well. But I am exercising more, so that's a good thing.
That's a good thing, Joe. Well, anyways, Joe, like as usual, we're gonna be talking about our.
We're going to be talking about our inspirational quote of the day, which is real exciting. Does our audience know what it is?
Yes, but before we get to that point, we have to actually let the viewers know what we're
Right.
gonna be doing today. So we started at little bit earlier than normal. We normally start at 5 o'clock every time,
Sure.
but this time because we would like to make sure that we are gonna be on top of everything. That's the reason why we started early, which is 4 o'clock. And thank you for those people who already started viewing us earlier while we are actually setting up everything. And we're gonna let's start what we're gonna be doing, which is inspirational quote.
Sir, talking about the inspiration quote for the week. Very important one. And hopefully our audience will type it in. But we're talking about, well, first of all, let's talk about our topic and how it ties in. And our topic of the day, which is a real important one, is addictions. Addictions. We've said a little bit of, you did a survey earlier. We sent out to some of our, on Facebook and through our social media, looking for what are some of the addictions some of us struggle with or addicted to. So definitely keep chatting with us and let us know what some of your addictions are as we talk to guests and some of the ones we have ourselves.
Yes, and then after that is we're gonna be doing our current event, and I'll be actually talking about the mass shooting that happens in the United States.
Absolutely, the latest shooting in Florida, and as we know, we had way too many this year, and I hope it stops soon.
Yes, last year you mean?
This year,
Okay.
a lot this year already.
Yeah, we will get to that in
Yeah.
our last segment. So right now, what we're gonna be doing today, what are we gonna do? Talking about our inspirational quote of the day, right?
Right, absolutely. So stay tuned and see what we have to show you here in a minute.
I'm so sorry. I think we need to go back to that. But anyways, that's our inspirational quote of the day.
Sure.
Go ahead and say what you just said. That actually.
Sure. Well, we talked a little bit about some of our addictions and, the shootings and the traumas around the world. And we have to realize there comes a point where we have to, not that we have to let it go. We don't have to forget, but we have to move on. And sometimes we need help moving on. And mourning can take weeks, months, even years in some cases, especially if it's your own loved one, someone you know. But we have to find a way with a friend, a coach, a mentor, a psychologist in some cases, to help us move on and try to refocus on what's important in our lives.
Yes, exactly. It's like what I was saying, that this quote that we have today is actually to empower or to kind of like it's a comfort all those people who lost their lives in the mass shootings.
Sure.
And also it goes with our main topic, which is the addiction.
Addictions.
Yes, you need some people, you need someone to actually to look up to, or somebody to go walk side by side with
Sure.
you to overcome things in life.
Sure.
Not only in addiction, not only when somebody when you lose somebody in your life. It's really vital, or it's actually relevant to have somebody to walk you through the way.
It is, and that's a good point. Sometimes we're looking for someone who's been there. We're looking for someone who the tragedy affected them, or the addiction ruined their life, but they found a way to come out of it. And we look for them mostly to help us with our own challenges. So maybe that's the reason we're still here, is to help someone else along the way and help them with their own issues, as we all have from time to time. So it's a pretty good deal. Hey, I want to give a shout out to Jesse and Jim and Brian that just showed up. So thank you guys, and continue to stick out with us, and we're going to have a good day.
Yes, and thank you also to our next guest, Kevin Tyree, and also Tony, sorry, I'm so sorry. No, it's Ron Paleri.
Ron Paleri from Foster, California.
And also we have a new one, it's Tony Benton. That's
Tony's great.
Tony Benton. I kind of like mix their last name. But anyways, yes, I believe, and I agree with the inspirational quote of the day that we have, especially when we're feeling so down,
Sure.
we need somebody to hold on to,
Yes.
who is stronger than us at that moment. It's not necessarily they're stronger at that moment, because everybody goes through the same,
Sure.
the same roller coaster.
We do.
Yeah, so
And many times, especially during the holidays, a lot of people get depressed and they struggle and try to refocus on their lives. And New Year's comes up, and and a lot of us regret we did not do enough the year before, so we make all these resolutions, and it can be frustrating, struggle if we don't make it through. So what they recommend is make easy goals for yourself, so it's easier to reach there, and you can increase as time goes on. But if we just make our goals reasonable and not reachable, then we can make it through there in baby steps, so we get through life, and hopefully with a friend or a coach.
Yep, I agree with you, Joe. Well, Joe, I think that's the end for our first segment, and I would like to say to everybody out there that find that right person, or find that person, your neighbors, your friend, or whoever actually close to you, or your family is the first thing that you can run to when anything goes down. But I would like to say, our hearts is with all the people who've been through the mass shootings around the United States, and also to those people who actually is in addiction at this moment, or who is on recovery, or who've been through that addiction. That we're talking about drugs. We're actually talking with a general of addiction. There's a lot of addiction, like probably shopping,
overeating, undereating, exercise, sex, like you said.
Porn. I seen it and on the on the pole.
It's on the pole.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right, on the pole.
So it's cars, anything.
Sure.
I know that. Well, I'm gonna talk about that addiction in our next.
Well,
segment.
Maria has an addiction of looking pretty all the time. So, and
I have an addiction.
She didn't even tell me how nice my tie looks.
It's beautiful.
Thank you. That scarf is really gorgeous.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, I would like to say thank you to my friend in Minnesota.
Yes.
Her name is Mizzy Zirops, and she actually gave me this 4 years ago. 5 years ago.
That's beautiful.
5 years ago.
And Miss Vanessa gave this to me.
Oh, thank you, Vanessa.
Absolutely. So life's good.
And
appreciate what we have.
Yes, and I also wanted to actually say hi to Maria Almanzar. She's joining. She just joined us right now, and Mr. Richard Pilar in Hawaii. Hi, cousin.
That's great.
Well, in the Philippines, everybody is our cousins.
Absolutely. Yeah. I have a lot of cousins there too.
All right. So, we're gonna be actually.
And just stand by. We'll get back with you in a moment. We'll have our first guest. He's standing by also. It should be a good episode. He's going to enlighten us with some things we need to hear about.
Alrighty, see you in a bit. Stay tuned. We will be right back.